Hi guys, welcome to a new episode. Today we'll be going over a ticker called BFT and we'll be assessing the chart patterns from when it had IPO'd and why I think it's possibly got another leg to go. Usually I like to check the weeklies first to get an idea of what's happening. There isn't really much to go on with the weeklies. I could see some sort of triangle forming there, but it'll be easier to kind of assess this on the daily, so let's jump straight in. IPO was on the 9th of October, not much going on really until the 7th of December where it decided to wake up and start making its move. We can see that there was support, ascending support from here, and every single time it's touched this support, it's bounced back. So 1, 2, 3, and I'm expecting it to bounce back from here as well. And what's different about these two here, which was January 22nd to about February, was that it's made stair steps up where it's had higher lows, whereas this one didn't quite beat the highs up here. So I'll put a triangle down here and I'll expect some sort of sideways resistance, and I'll show you how I'm going to look to play this one. Other things that I can tell you about the chart: there is some sideways horizontal resistance at 17, and that's in red, and you can see that as it's gone up to 17, it had its bounce here. As it's had its 17, it's come up and back down, and then here it's jumped from there and back down. So we know that there is some, this is a pivot line, and we can expect some sort of action at this sort of area. So we can see that it just tried to break out of 17 here, and it couldn't quite do so, and that's today as I've had the sort of alert go off. How I'm looking to play this is really understand the risks and rewards. My stop loss is somewhere around here, just because I know this should be support, so I wouldn't want it to drop much lower than this. I believe that would be a 5 or 6% stop loss. I don't know what it would be, maybe from here to there. But I see the upside potential as well, from here to about resistance, which is 17, and the higher resistance, which is about 15, and the stock has potential to move these sort of levels. You can see from here it moved a good 42%, so there's huge potentials in this. If I see some resistance here, I expect it to touch this and come back up, touch this, and maybe make its break out of this. If not, another play would be that it slowly takes away. If I can remove this, the longer term play would be delete. Here we go. The longer term play would be that the resistance is up here at 1950, and as it starts making its way across this sort of wave pattern, it consolidates a little bit here before jumping out at 1950. Either way, there is you're catching the leg way beforehand, and you've got a 17%, 15%, depending on where you take it or if you take it. You've got a 15% cushion here, and I genuinely think the hype that this stock has. It's obviously a momentum stock, so you take that as it. With a pinch of salt, but it does have, it's pay safe, it's merging with another company, it's got lots of sort of contracts, etc. It's got a good 50-60% move in there coming. If you just zoom out and look at it on a wider scale, it's literally just shot out the blocks from here to about here, and here to here. You can see that it's got huge potentials in a relatively short periods of time. You've got the 30s, that's almost 100%, and that's by May. You're looking 1, 2, 3. It's got a huge potential. Market dependent, but you can understand that why you can expect it to go up here. But that's BFT. The other one that had a similar one that I took was EH. I loved it. You can see that it had a similar pullback here, broke out the sort of high tight flag. It's pulled back here. We needed to see if it can catch resistance at 65 here, and it went on to make a huge gain here. I'm currently on a 66% gain, but I do expect it to get to that 100% mark, which is not far off. This was the size of the flag of this, the pole of the flag, and I literally have I have it from here to here, and I expect that sort of return. So yeah, EH has a similar returns. And one last thing I wanted to finish off on was Twitter. Probably missed a bit on this one here, but it's doing well above expectations from the previous video. We had the sort of area here that was a buy zone, and it's literally gone from finishing that video to where it is now, almost 50%. I expect some resistance at 74. That resistance comes from the IPO date here, so just be cognizant of that. Maybe you might want to take a little bit of profit if you did take that one, but huge potential in this Twitter, and I think it's announced some fundamentals or something similar. I don't know what the fundamentals were on that, but Twitter's a great one there. Another one was Microsoft. It's slowly, this one's a little bit of a bigger float. I think it's 1.7 billion, so we can expect it to go not as fast as Twitter, but we've got some consolidation around this period here before it's gonna make its next move, market dependent. And that's that. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comment section below, and I look forward to the next video. Also remember to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already.